Hey ladies, it is that time. It's what you've been waiting for. It's the application time. Now, I tend to ramble. It might get long, I'm sorry, but I just want to make sure you know everything there is to know. Okay, so these are the wraps I'm using. Floral Fusion, Champagne Toast. It's gonna be gorgeous. So, you want to start with nail prep. I've already pushed my cuticles back, but I'm just going to do one quick push just to make sure. If you haven't prepped your nails yet, push back your cuticles. Make sure there's no invisible cuticle line along this edge area of your nails. Sometimes they hide there. You can't tell they're there, but they are. Make sure there's not. You want to get the cuticle remover and use that. That'll help. Or just use your orange stick and very carefully soaking your nails for a minute might work too to help soften the cuticles before you push them back. If you think that you have oily nails, some extra steps you can take. Wash your fingers with Dawn dish soap. That'll help to draw the oils out. Or you can soak your fingers in a cooled, please don't burn yourselves, black tea. I don't know why, but it tends to draw the oils out. I have a really good friend of mine who buys jams from me when she can, and that's what she does. The first application she used fell off within a few days. She washes her hands a lot, and she has oily nails. She has very weak, flimsy nails too, but soaking them in the black tea before she puts her wraps on makes a huge difference. She got like a 14 or 16 day wear the first time she tried that, and she was totally amazed. And we also tried it on a couple of young girls who I know recently at a princess party, and another one at her house, and that helped for her too, and she struggled with stuff falling off pretty easily, so it works. I don't know why, but it does. Another tip, if you have oily nails, this isn't necessarily the best way, but if you've tried the black tea and that doesn't work, another thing you could do is you could put a strengthening base coat on underneath the wraps. Now the base coats are formulated, especially ours, the 5 free lacquers that are free of the 5 most common toxins and cancer-causing carcinogens in lacquers. Ours are free of those ingredients. They're formulated to go with lacquer, so they're formulated for a color coat and a top coat. They're not formulated to go underneath the wraps, but some people do use them with success under wraps to get a longer wear if they have really oily nails or uneven nail beds. I have put the nail prep cleanser on this. Now I am just drying off my nails and making sure that cotton doesn't get stuck on my fingers. I don't want anything between those wraps and my fingernails. Nothing. I don't. For sizing, you do not want the wrap to touch your finger. You don't, because your finger has oils in it, so you want to go a slight size smaller than you think you need to. I know that this wrap fits the finger I'm about to do. I'm going to do my ring fingers, and I just know because I've been doing it a lot. But to figure it out, go ahead and hold your finger behind there and take a look at it and see. You can either cut down the middle of the wrap in advance. I find that's the easiest way, but these are brand new. So I am just going to roll back the edge of the wraps. I'm going to take the end of this cuticle pusher. I am going to clean that off though, okay? I'm going to pull it up with the tip of it and roll it back. You see what I'm doing there? Rolled it down. That adhesive, do not put your fingers on that adhesive, please. Okay? That needs to touch your nails and not have any oils on it. I just cut directly in half. If you want to fix it so that it is exactly at the length of your nail and really close so you can save the middles, by all means. Get as much out of these babies as you can. Now, this is the cool trick. Can you see everything here? Okay. Heater. just for a second. I don't know if you noticed, but it sort of started to get bendy. Okay, just for a second. Now, I'm gonna kind of straighten it out a little bit with my finger. Where can you see me? And I'm just going to lay it on. I know now this is not going to touch my nail, so if I want to touch that corner, I can. But I'll just use the orange stick just to show you that you can. You should. Okay, I'm going to straighten it out. Okay, so it is exactly how I want it on my nail. I have not pushed it down yet. It's just laying there. This is called the 1, 2, 3 application method. I heated it up again. And now I'm going to take my cuticle pusher. Can you see this? And I'm going to push right down the middle. Just the middle. Okay? And heat again. If you can notice, I'm kind of heating one side of the nail. And now I'm going to push that side of the nail down. Okay? And now the other side of the nail. And I will, can you see that? Push that side of the nail down. This is one of our finishes called a satin finish. And it doesn't require a whole lot of heat. It is a very thin wrap. And it's looking so pretty. So I'm just pressing it because heat and pressure, you guys, heat and pressure. So I just, come on. Okay, so you see this tip here at the top? I am going to trim it, but I'm going to leave some of that there. Okay, I'm not going to file, I'm not going to do anything else to this. I have a little bit of off the edge of my nail there. I'm not going to file or do anything else to this right now because I want it to cool. The heat activates the adhesive, and when the wrap is warm, if you file it, it will fray. It might cause lifting on your tips earlier than you would expect. Just wait until they're cool. That's all. That's my PSA about that. So, I'm going to do this one for you guys now without the dialogue, just so you can see how quick it is. Heat, place, heat, center, heat, press, heat, press. Bam. Just like that, you guys, just like that. Wow, this is pretty. It's pretty, 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 so pretty. Okay, now I'm going to show you, it's been a few minutes. Typically I would wait a little longer. I would do all of the fingers on this hand, and then I would go back and I would start with the first one that I did to file. But to show you, you're going to go downwards at a 90-degree angle, and it's going to come right off. Did you see how quickly? I did 3 files, you guys, and it just came right off. Sometimes you have to go in with the corners. Please, please, please don't go side to side. That's going to cause fraying. You just need to go up and down. Now, I am going to go in at like a slight angle. I don't want to necessarily do all 45, but just at a slight angle, just to get the very tipsy top section of that wrap off of my nail. so that it doesn't lift as easily if I use my nails like tools to pry things up with or whatever. Okay? Oh my goodness. Okay. I'll show you clearly. Coming in. Can you guys see that? All the colors? See how on the top, the tip there, it's all clean? On the edge. Come on, camera. Okay, on the edge, you see that little bit of nail? That's okay. There's a little bit there too. When I show people my nails, I hold my fingers inwards. How do I see? I hold my fingers inwards like this, and all of those edges get hidden on the side. I'm going to show you again, filing downward. Just like that. It's off. And then going back in just the tiniest little bit. We've just recently started selling a glass file, which also helps to give a really smooth tip. I don't have them. I hear they're amazing. Hopefully I will be buying one soon. So that is your application, guys. The official application video will be in the links below if you have any questions. Also, this is just one way to apply them. I find it's the best. It's the 1, 2, 3 method. I heat it up 3 different times. I am getting such a better application now. My cuticles, like the edges along my cuticles, they don't lift nearly as early as they did before. Just something about that process of heating it up slightly before putting it on. One thing is, if you do happen to get like a little bit of a wrinkle as you're placing it on, you can heat it up, tug on the tip, and pull those wrinkles out. These wraps are really forgivable. If you want to heat the wrap up, slap it on, and go from one side to the other and push it on that way, okay, go for it. Try it. Just use your cuticle pusher, or heat up a metal object and run it along the edges to get any bumps or anything that you might get out of it. You can also do that if it starts to lift a little bit a day or so after you put it on. You can heat up a metal object and rub it down with that. You could do a cold application. I know people who put them on cold and then they heat, or they get rice bags and heat them with a heated up rice bag. There's so many ways to apply your wraps. If you have questions, if you need help, ask. Ask. My number one priority is making sure you get a good application on your samples and on your first application, because it does take a little practice. It's like riding a bike. You're not going to know how to do it exactly right the first time, but they are forgivable. They're easy to do, and with just a little bit of practice, anyone can do it on both hands, left and right. It's really easy. Okay? Enough rambling. You've been listening to me a long time today, but I hope it's been helpful. If you have questions, please ask. Alright, comments below if you've ever done it before, if you've ever had any problems, if whatever. Go to town. Talk to you soon.